Hi everyone. This is Mr. Kaz once again in this perfect new week. And how is you guys? How are you guys doing? Wherever you guys are watching me from, how are you guys doing? How was your week? I know it was this previous week was it was a hell of a one. But for every successful trader out there, I know you guys had a wonderful week. And today is Sunday, and I know a lot of you guys are preparing to enter another week. And like I said, I believe, man, I have faith that this week is going to be more profitable for every one of you watching out there. And whatever you make last week, I promise you, with faith, you're going to make more money. You're going to make times 10, times 50, times 100% of more than what you make last week. And for some of you that came out, with a break even or with a little loss, don't worry, man. Just shake it off, man. Just shake it off. Just and and yeah, this week is gonna be a good one. This week is gonna be a better one, and just zone it out. And we're gonna get into the chart, and we're gonna look, what is going on out here for this week. And I'm promising you, man, this is gonna be a lovely week, man. Like, just believe, man. Have faith, man. Like, this week is gonna be a blessed week, because the way I'm looking at the chart right now, and we're in November. November is one of the November, December. We're in the pretty much the fourth quarter. And it should be hell of a one, man. Trust me. And with patience, with perfect execution, try to wait for your setup, and I believe that you're gonna come out, on top. You hear me? Like, so yeah, welcome guys. And like, you all know me, my name is Michael Kazim, but I go by Mr. Kaz. You can check for Mr. Kaz on IG, or my Instagram, my Forex Instagram on Kaz Forex. Mr. Kaz on IG, or Kaz Forex on IG also. I have a bunch of other social media platforms. I'm on X, same thing, X. I also have a Telegram group, but I'll be dropping link very soon. But for now, I want us to dive into the week. Let us dive into this week. But before I dive into this week, I want us to look at what happened last week. What happened? What happened last week, man? Last week, wow, man. Last week, pretty much, I kind of dropped about. I dropped about 5 setups last week, if I'm correct. How many setups did I drop last week? I think I dropped 5 setups for you guys last week. I think I dropped about 5 setups for you guys last week. And yeah, out of those 5 setups, one of them never took off, which was I think it was Euro odd. Give me a sec. Let me show you guys. I'm still working on the technicals of this thing. So okay, right here. So one of the setups actually never went through. Actually, I think one of the setups actually never went through. Let me see. I just need this to load. If I'm right, I knew I dropped 5 setups here last week, and one of them was Euro odd. And out of those Euro odd, I think one of them never took off, which was, it just never. And one of the reasons why it never took, if you watch my last video, like if you literally watch my last video, which was the episode 1, Euro odd, I was for it to click that, for it to make that head and shoulder pattern, which I was waiting for to sell. I said, if you watch that video very well, I said it needs to break the 4-hour. It needs to break the 4-hour support, but it never did break the 4-hour support. So that setup just never took off. So yeah, I dropped this. This was the Euro USD setup. think I have a slow network. So yeah, I dropped USD, USD CAD, Gold, GBP USD, BTC, and Euro odd. So out of all this set of wire, this was a win. This was a win. This was a break even. It wasn't a win. It was more of like a break even. The buys later come on later on. It didn't. And this was we had the ratio 1:2 on this. We had a ratio 1:2 on this wire. And BTC, we had close to about, I think we had about close to ratio 1:6 on BTC, and this just never took off. Like, it just never took off. So out of close to about I'm sorry, I should have done this earlier on. Color. So out of close to about close to about 5 or 6 setups that I dropped last week, we had 2 wins. We had 3 wins, 1 break even, and just another one that just never took off. It literally just never took off. So I'm just gonna put 0 right here, which means it just never took off. So we had 3 wins, 1 break even, and we kind of, I'll say this GDP is a win, even though let's count this GBP USD. I'll count it as more of a, because the ratio was so small, it was more of a break even to me. I took that trade last week, and it was more of a break even, because where I was expecting it to sell, it did sell from there, and I'm going to be showing you guys in the chat right now. It did sell from there, but it sold for just a minimum of about maybe 10-15 pips. Then literally after that 10-15 pip, it went back, to entry, and they end up buying. So I'm literally going to say that is more of a break even to me. Gold also sold. It bought. The buys was good, but I wasn't going to say the buys was more of a win-win, because it was more of like for me, I'm more of like, I like swing entry. Like like when I'm trading, I want my trade to go from, at least for me to count something as a win, you have to give me like ratio 1:3. That's my win. So if I'm seeing a break even or ratio 1:2 or 1 point something, like it's still not a win, because at the end of the day, I can't just come here on live and say, oh it was a win, even though it was 10 pips. 10 pips to a scalper might be a lot of money, and depending on how many amounts they risked. But to me, I still don't see 10 pips as a win to me. Okay, so I'll be going to on my Telegram group, where I dropped some of those setups, and it was literally way before and after those trades come up, and I'm literally going to show you right here. I'm going to show you my Telegram group around here, and yeah, those trades came out perfect. Like, they came out way perfect, and yeah, it was a little bit surprising. It was surprising. And this is my Telegram group right here. So this was the trade. This was the trade for the Euro USD trade right here. And literally just the way I caught it on Euro USD, it literally came. It was a perfect, nice sell. And we could literally go to where it was on. I could literally go to where it was on the chart. Give me 1 sec. So you guys can see that it wasn't a lie, and it was more of it was something around, yeah, I have to show you guys where it's at. So that was the Euro USD trade, and if you see the trade, this was the setup for that trade right here. This was the setup for that trade right here. So this was the setup for that USD trade. You know, this was the setup. I literally called it, like, soon as it gets to around here, we are looking for sales. And I'm telling you, we got right there. You know, the perfect entry, man. Like, what else can you do? And we was able to get pretty much ratio 1 to, I think, 1 to 3 on that trade. It was a nice one. Literally, it was literally a nice one. And the second one we had was the second one we had was on BTC. It was on BTC right here. That was the second trade, and it went up all the way to TP. That was one of the, this BTC trade right here was literally a best entry right here. Like, literally, guys, look, all I was saying to you guys on last week was just wait for a break, right? Retest, and you can see close to ratio 1 to 6. This was the trade that I called for BTC last week. Are you getting me? And I called this trade, and it was perfect. So let us go. This was the trade. Let me go to my Telegram group to show you guys where the trade was taken. And it was just so amazing. It was so amazing. It was so amazing. Like, how this trade just come to being, like, you know, 100%, you know. So this is the BTC right here. This is literally the BTC right here. This is the BTC trade. Literally, just like I call it, we do what? We wait for what? For a break. As you can see, it broke it, we tested, and this was close to about ratio 1 to 6. I mean, it was lovely. And this was last week. This was last week trade, guys. This was last week trade. And I know it's dropping right now. It's dropping right now, but I'll go back when I start going to the chat now. I'll show you guys where and how we took this trade. And literally, guys, this trade was perfect. And also another trade that was there that I called for you guys last week. And guys, you can go back to my last video. You'll see everything. Go to the episode 1 of this video, and you can see those trades that we called. And if you're in my Telegram group, you see that it went pretty much straight to TP. And I think I also called a trade on USD card. I also called a trade on USD card around here. I called a trade on USD card on gold and USD card. For this is the USD card right here. This was the USD card trade. This was the USD card trade. We wanted a pullback for us to be able to buy. And we wanted to pull back for us to buy. And I think this is the second setup around here. This was the second setup around here. And guys, let me take you back to my Telegram group and show you how this trade went to TP. So I posted it right here in my Telegram group, and this is the USD card trade. As you can see, you can see for yourself that literally we wait for that break, came back to retest, and I think right now USD card has even flew above this right here. If you check USD card right now, it's literally at the all-time of the support and resistance right now. And I'm going to be showing you when I go to my trading view, and I'm going to be showing you how all these trades went to TP. So this for the USD card. This was all the setup that I gave you guys last week came to TP. And which other one do we have there? We also have let me take you guys to the trading journal. We have USD card. So I've showed you USD card was good. The GBP, the gold, I'm coming back to gold. The euro just never took off. Like, it never broke the 4-hour support and resistance. This was the GDP USD trade right here. This is the GDP USD trade right here. This trade the reason why I said it never, I couldn't count it as more of a win was because Soon as it got to this what's it called, to this support right here, it sold back up and it just took us on break even. Okay. Excuse me. So yeah, I couldn't count that as a win. I didn't count that as a win, and so yeah, it was more of a break even. While this euro odd never took off, the gold trade also was more of a, the gold trade is sold. It bought all the way to right here. The gold trade bought all the way to right here, but I didn't take this trade. And yeah, and also I was predicting for a sell. You see, guys, this is one thing about having a mindset about how the market works. So this was last week. Okay, this was literally last week, and I predicted that soon as the market breaks this line, we should be looking for a sell on gold. And if you are looking at the chart right now, you see literally see that gold is pretty much, it's selling right now. But I took a little buy on here on gold on Friday NFP, and I'm gonna show you guys. I took a buy on gold NFP, but it was literally way off of the setup I gave you guys during my last video. If you go to my trading group, I took a good trade, and it was pretty nice. It was a nice good trade. Somewhere around here, I took a good trade. So yeah, so that was the BTC. It was pretty much the BTC trade, the CAD, the Euro USD trade, the GU trade just never took off. It never took off. So now back, I was still able to take some NFP trade. I was able to take some NFP trade on the same gold. Somewhere around here, I took an NFP trade on gold. So this was gold NFP right here, and yeah, I took this setup on gold, and also for GU also I took a setup for NFP on GU, and by the time we had a TP on GU, and we had a nice TP on gold. So this was the gold trade. So we ended up buying, but this was literally way after like 4 days. So now gold is selling. So this was just more of like a scalp. And listen, trust me, if you are scalping gold with the lot size, and even if you are seeing close to about a lot of pips, gold will give you a lot of money if you know what you are doing. And this was one of my nice setups. I like, if my student sees this setup, right, they knew what I did there, they knew what I was looking for, and they literally knew why I took this trade. And as time goes on, I'll be explaining one of the ways I take my trades. What am I looking for? And with time, you guys will definitely know. Trade could be so easy. And yeah, and also the GBP USD trade on NFP was smashing hit. So yeah, so that was for last week. So for this week I will be showing you guys another setup. What can we do in this market this week? How can we make money this week? There are some nice setups here that I'm seeing this week, and yeah, this was the trade for the, as you can see, this was the trade for the BTC trade. This was the BTC trade right here that we took, and it was literally very nice. It was a nice trade on BTC last week, man. Like really nice. If you watch my previous video, I literally said something like, wait for what? Wait for break and retest. Just watch my previous video where I will explain these setups, and break, retest, was able to get close to ratio almost ratio 1:4, 1:5, close around somewhere once it start coming down. So yeah, So this was the BTC trade. So although now, it's coming down, like I said, I have to like re-strategize on this, because remember what I was saying to you guys last week on BTC was this right here. This was what I was saying to you guys last week on BTC, that if BTC wants to keep going to, if BTC wants to go to 100k, we need to see 2 break of support or break of zone. And that was the first one, was literally more of, if it breaks this right here, it sold all the way down here. So that was the first one. So now the second one was, it has to break this to go to what? To go to 100k. If you watch my last video. But now, as we can see, it has been rejecting off of this. It has been rejecting off of this zone right now. So as we'll still wait and see. We'll still wait and see. Probably might want to go down to grab more liquidity, probably down here in order for it to go up. But I think the election is going to play a big role. Like I said, the election might play a big role on gold, because I think Donald Trump has promised the BTC community, a lot of, policy and all that. So yeah, for now, should I be looking for sales on gold? I need more of a structural break for me to start looking for sales. I still need, it hasn't broke a 4-hour support, so for now I'm just chilling. Once it start, if it breaks this 4-hour support right now, if it breaks this 4-hour support, then I might start looking for a sell. But for now, I'm just looking at BTC and just looking at what it's doing. Okay, so if it breaks this 4-hour support, we can decide to look for sales, and yeah. But for now, we're still inside of this channel right here. We're still inside of this range on the weekly or daily. So now, if I want to start selling, I need a break. I need a break of this zone. Okay, I need a break of this zone for me to start selling. And we might see something like, this, and yeah. But for now, I won't be buying or selling BTC, because the buys is still very, very sure. The buys is still very, very available. Okay, and even though that doesn't even work, we might see something more of like, something like this. If it does not break this zone right here, if it did not break this zone right here, we might see something like this, and it might just decide to go back up. So this is literally what I'm expecting on BTC, because I don't see any sales on BTC right now. BTC is too odd for it to be selling. Like, fundamentally, everything is pointing to the up direction on BTC, except maybe anything happen. But for now, I really don't see anything for it to sell. I just we just need it to come down a little bit for a little bit of risk test and to start shooting up. And if it decides to start if it breaks this 4-hour support, trust me, there's 2 scenarios right now. This is the reason why you have to be a patient trader. Don't just take buy and sell. We need 2 reasons for it to sell. Is either once it breaks this 4-hour support, now we can get a retest and sell. But if it does not break this 4-hour support, if it did not break this 4-hour support right here, and it gave us more of like a week, that means we are looking for what? We are looking for continuation of the buys. So that's the 2 scenarios that I have for BTC right now. Right now, I'm just leaving BTC for the scalpers. Like, if you guys are scalping it, maybe taking the 5, 10, 15 minutes, whatever here and there, go ahead. But for me, nah, I already got a good buys. Ratio 1:4, 1:5 for me last week was good. So that's for BTC. That's for the BTC. But I'm more to the upside than the sell direction because of the election. So that's for BTC. I will copy this right here, because I like when I copy this, so you guys will not say, oh, what he said is this. So I'm gonna copy this link and I'm gonna put it on my on my journal. I'm putting inside my journal for this week right here. So next week when I come, I'm going to be able to go back and say, okay, this is what I said last week. This is what I said last week, and you guys cannot hold me. Although I have evidence, because this is my evidence here. I'm sharing this video with you, but so that's the plan for BTC. Just wait for us to get a variable direction. Is we need a break of this 4-hour zone. If it breaks it, retest it, continue to the downside. If it doesn't, if this zone gets rejected, this zone right here, this support gets rejected, if this support gets rejected, then we might start seeing more buys to the upward direction. Okay, so that's for BTC. So now let's go to my favorite pair, which is the Euro USD. And as you guys know, let me tell you guys something. As you guys already know, before we go to Euro USD, before we go to Euro USD, I like to do what? I like to check my DXY. Okay, DXY. Okay, so for DXY, I literally need to see two things happen, because usually DXY is just like what I use to measure my USD, because DXY is the dollar. That's the dollar index. Okay, that's literally what the dollar index. Okay, there's nothing else. DXY just means dollar index. It's just dollar versus everything trading against the dollar. So if the dollar is strong, DXY is going up. If the dollar is weak, DXY is going down. So that's what I use for my USD analysis, because you guys already know me. I'm more of a kind of person that I trade anything that is against the Euro USD and anything that is against the Euro. So if I'm looking at every pair against the Euro, is probably Euro CHF, Euro USD, Euro odd, our Euro CHF. I'll look everything against the Euro, and I also look everything that is paired against the USD. So those are literally what I like to look for. I'm more of a Euro and USD pair. Those are my two currency. So if I'm trading, if I don't see anything, if the USD or the pound, the dollar, if it's not really doing anything for the month or for the week, I can say, okay, let me use Euro against other pairs, which is Euro JPY, Euro CHF, or Euro odd, or Euro CAD. So I'll go with the Euro. And but majority of the time it's only going to be those two currency. It's going to be anything against the Euro or anything against the USD. Okay, so this is the DXY, and before I analyze anything that has to do with USD, I always need to check my DXY. Okay, so the DXY tells me what is going on. This is, as you already know, we've done the monthly analysis. This is a new month. Okay, this is a new month, and as you can see, our what's it called? Our DXY is going to the upside still. We have opened a new candle, so the monthly candle is the new monthly candle is bullish. The previous one has engulfed this candle right here. As you can see, the previous candle has engulfed this candle right here, swept liquidity. Okay, there's a liquidity swept around here, somewhere around here. So this is nice, guys. This is nice. Like, if you guys, so there's more of like a liquidity sweep around here. So pretty nice. So we are pushing to the wall. We are pushing to the upside. And so there's nothing stopping the dollar right now. We can just keep pushing to the upside all the way to this bad boy right here. Okay, all the way to this bad boy right here. Sorry, I enjoy a lot on my chart. Like, there'll be a lot of drawing. Like, even my students sometimes they will say, they tell me, like, man, you draw a lot on my screen. So, but sorry guys. So this is for the monthly. So this is the dollar for the monthly. So if we are seeing this for the monthly on the dollar, just know that anything against. So for your euro USD, you are looking for what? You are looking for sales for the next 2, 3, 4 months. Okay, for your euro USD, you are looking for sales. For your USD card or USD share or USD JPY, you are looking for what? You are looking for more buys. Simple. Are you getting me? It's just literally simple. This is the monthly time frame, guys. Okay, and as you continue, look, as you continue your daily journey, when you are trading the GDP USD, you will see that the sales are always going to be sweeter than the buys. The buys are going to be choppy because the sales are now going to be in the what? In the direction of the trend. So now, for now, we are bullish on monthly, and also for the weekly, for the DXY, we are also what? We are also bullish. You know, we are just waiting for it to, you know, break the next consistent level. And like you said, you know, we all know Forex. Forex doesn't go in straight line. It might decide to still come here, you know, but at the end of the day, it's still going up. Are you getting me? So there's always going to be a retest. For anything to go up, it has to come down for it to go up. Okay, so we are bullish on the monthly, we are bullish on the weekly. Let's check the daily. Like we said, we are also what? We are bullish on the daily for the DXY. Okay, so this is the DXY, this is the daily right here. Look at what we got here. We got a nice liquidity sweep. You know, this was NFP on Friday. This was NFP on Friday, guys. NFP on Friday gave us this for the daily candle. Look at the daily candle on Friday. This was NFP on Friday. And you can see this is an engulfing candle. Some of my guys my guys that does ICT or SMC, they will call this what do they call that candle safe? They'll call this, I think, a breaker or something. They shall call this something breaker or something, not breaking, breaker block or whatever. Don't let me use their terminology. But yeah, this is an engulfing candle. As you can see, it's a nice one. So that means we should see more candles to the upside. Okay, we should see more candles to the upside. We should see another candle right here to the upside with DXY. So this is the DXY. So we are expecting more buys. So that's for the monthly, weekly, and the daily. So we can go to the 4 hour. We should still be expecting, you know, we should still be expecting more buys. So we should still be expecting more buys. Like I said, before it buys, it can decide to you know, to come down to this zone in order for it to go back up. So that's for the DXY around there. Okay, so we are expecting more bullish momentum with the dollar. Okay, so now keep in mind there's a lot of things going on this week. Okay, I will show you guys, before I finish this analysis, I want to show you guys what is happening this week. There's a lot of stuff happening this week. Let me just show you guys real quick what is going on this week. Okay, so this week, let's go to Forex Factory. Okay, let's go to Forex Factory and let's see what's going on for the week. I know there's a lot of stuff happening this week. There's election going on this week. There's FOMC minutes by this week. There's just so many things going on this week. So this is for Monday. As you can see, if you are trading the euro like I do, trust me, all this news that you see on here from 9:15, they all matter. If you are trading euro, from euro, you are seeing euro. So from right here, as you can see, they are expecting, you know, this is PMI, Spanish PMI. They are expecting a low number. For Italian PMI, they are expecting a high number, 45. You know, so all this news right here, this is Monday. They are not high impact, but when it comes to euro, because it's more of like the eurozone, they might actually impact it a little bit. So just know what you are doing if you are trading euro. So now we go to the Tuesday. Tuesday, we are having, you know, cash rates by the the AUD, Australian dollar. We could be expecting more of like their monetary policy statements, if they are going to reduce it or increase it. But right there, it doesn't look like, they are forecasting they might not actually, cut or hike. So we don't know for that. I really don't like I said, I don't pay attention to the AUD currency like that, because I'm more focused on the Euro zone, or the Euro currency and the USD currency. Sometimes I'll mess around with the GBP currency, but the Australian dollar, because it's always doing Asian session, so I'm always sleeping. I don't want to be trading at night. And right here we catch the New York session and London session. That's good for me. I don't have to trade their session. So for Tuesday, we have pretty much, like I said, there's a lot of things going on. All these things right here might still matter at the end of the day. So for Tuesday, we have the PMI. They are expecting low numbers for the PMI. That matters a lot. So now the election is what might actually impact the trading, the chart a lot on Tuesday. I don't know. I don't think the results might come out on Tuesday. Like I said, the result might not come out on Tuesday. It might come out on Tuesday evening, close to like Tuesday night. Some people might not even sleep. Even the results might come out on Wednesday, because the last result came out a day after or 2 days, and there was even more. There was even a recount. So the election from Tuesday, Wednesday, there's going to be a lot of volatility in the market, and I'm going to talk more about that. So Wednesday, I don't see anything happening on Wednesday. It's just more of like, none of this matters. Thursday, all right. So the GBP, now this is where it gets sweeter. There's the GBP, the pound, they might be cutting rate. Okay, so now if they are going to be cutting 25 basis points, that is huge. That is huge right there. That is huge. So if they are going to be cutting by 25 basis points, that might go a long way for the trade on Thursday. That might affect the markets right there. And also the same day, see how this is funny, the same day we are also going to be having FOMC statement, and they might also be looking to cut rates from also maybe 25%. Last time they cut by 50, and and it affected the market a lot. Like the last time they cut by 50, that was last month, and you can see it since then the market has just been, the currency has just been going on one direction. So like I said, we don't know how this is going to affect it too. Like I said, but anytime, just know that for when there's a hike in interest rates, it strengthens the currency. Okay, when there's a hike in the interest rate, it strengthens the currency. Although it's bad for the economy. I mean, it's a whole analogy to this that you have to explain, and I'm going to explain that on a different video. But just know that anytime they are hiking, when there's an interest rate hike, it strengthens the currency, and literally anytime they are cutting rates, it weakens the currency. But on the other side, for the bonds or stocks, it does the opposite. Okay, so there's just more to it. There's a lot really more to it, because usually for the stocks, when you have less interest rate, it means that you can, when you are borrowing from the bank, instead of you paying, like, okay, for example, I want to buy a new iPhone 16, for example, and I'm going to pay $1,000 for my iPhone 16. Now you have to pay interest. Like if you are going to pay it for a year, you might end up have to pay like 10% or 15%. So now if you are paying more interest rates, it's actually really bad. But on the other side, for the currency, like for the dollar currency, it actually strengthens the currency. So it's vice versa. So there's just a lot of things to know about that issue. I'll be doing a video a special video about that. So now we having we're having the Feds might actually cut rates by 25 basis points on Thursday, and I don't know, the last time, like I said, the last time they cut it by 50 basis points. So let's see what goes on this week, if they're going to cut or if they might decide to go to December or not. But yeah, but this FOMC is really high. This is really high impact news right here. And we have for Friday, we have the CAD, unemployment. If you are trading like the USD CAD, really matters. Okay, but for now, so that's what we're having for the week. So the biggest thing we're having for this week is the election, and on Thursday we are having GBP interest rate hike, and also FOMC, Feds, if they are going to cut rates or if they are going to leave it and wait till December. So now, like I said, I don't really want to bore you guys, but just know that anytime they are cutting weight, if they are cutting weight, is bad for the currency, and you are looking for, if they are cutting weight, it's bad for the currency, and if they are hiking weights, it's good for the currency, and so, and that's vice versa to stocks. Okay, so and yeah, so that is it for that. And yeah, so now I want to go to the chat and see what other setups we can actually find. So like I said, I was on the dollar, and I've analyzed this dollar DXY to you that we are bullish. We should still be seeing more buys. So if you want to trade the DXY, just wait for a pullback, and you can actually, I don't trade DXY because over here in Nigeria we trade CFDs, and the spread on DXY is too much. Instead of that, I just trade the inverse correlation to DXY, which is the Euro USD. And yeah, so I'll be copying this right here. So stay tuned to next week, where I'll be showing you guys what actually happened to my to this trade right here. So that has been copied right there. Boom. Okay, now, so that's for the DXY. So like I said, the inverse correlation to DXY is Euro USD. Okay, literally is Euro USD. Okay, so this is the trade I took on Friday, and it's still there, it's still kicking, it's still chilling. And yeah, so now if you really want to up on this trade, all you literally have to do is just wait for pullback. Okay, wait for more pullback, and yeah, wait for more pullback, and you can actually open on this trade right here. Okay, so like I said, this is the inverse correlation towards the DXY. Let me use another PS so you guys can, let me use another broker so you guys can understand better. Let me use FXCM. I don't know why I'm advertising these people. Yeah, okay, but whatever it is, let me remove 9 joins. Okay, so like I said, Euro USD is the inverse of what? Inverse of the DXY. So what are we expecting? This is the new month. As you can see, this is the new month. Look how the new month is. What are we expecting? We are expecting the market to keep what? We are expecting the market to break this zone right here. This is the next zone is going to. So this is the next zone we are expecting to we are trading to right here. We have another zone right here. As you can see, the whole market is what? The whole market is bearish. Okay, so don't go and, it's bearish, don't go and be looking for buys. Or you see, the whole market is bearish. It's been what? Bearish since forever. Okay, so now we are still expecting more. Just like I said, is the inverse of what? The inverse of the DXY. So those are the level targets we are expecting. If it does that, it might decide to come all the way down here. So we are bearish on what? We are bearish on Euro USD. Okay, So if we are bearish on Euro USD, now that's for the monthly. You go to the weekly. You go to the weekly, and this is what the weekly is looking like right here. Okay, this is what the weekly is looking like. That was last week. Okay, so this is last week right here. As you can see, last week there's an engulfing candle. So this is why I keep telling you guys that look at the DXY. It's there are some secrets, and there are some secrets some people will not teach you in Forex, and it's just crazy. Like when you have somebody like me coming over here and just giving you some good secrets on the US on trading. You know, it's just are just some secrets, man. Like just some good secret. So this is okay. This is daily. Okay, so this is the daily, and you can see this is the daily for the DXY, which is what going up, and this is what the daily for the Euro USD, which is what is going down. Okay, simple. All right, so it's simple. So if one is going up, one is going down. So now we know that, okay, because like I said, I don't trade DXY because the spread is too high on my brokers because we are using CFD. But now you trade Euro USD, which has a lesser broker. This is the daily. So we are expecting what? This is the weekly. See what happened in the weekly. This is what happened in the weekly. The market is what dropping. So we are expecting the market to what keep dropping to these zones right here. And yeah, so this is the daily. This was last week. Okay, and we have what? We have an engulfing candle. Okay, we have an engulfing candle right here. This candle has been engulfed. Okay, so we are looking for what? We are looking for more candles. So we are looking for more red candles. Okay, same way I analyze the DXY. Same way I analyze the DXY, we are looking for more red candles. Okay, we are looking for more red candles to the what? To the downside. Okay, so that's for the daily. You go to the 4 hours. You go up to the 4 hour. Okay, just like I said, we are expecting more what? More to the downside. If you want to catch this, wait for what? A retest, and we can catch this all the way down here. We have done what? We have seen a break of this 4 hour structure right here. So that is going to be what we are expecting for the DXY for Euro USD this week. Okay, easy. So this is what we are expecting for the Euro USD this week. Okay, so now you can go to the 1 hour. So once this market pull back, you can go to the 1 hour and see how the pullback work. So you can, as you can see, we are expecting it to pull back around here, and as soon as it pull back around here, we are taking the sales all the way down here. Like I said, the pullback, anytime the market pull back, you need to wait for what? Something more of like a break of structure around here, just like the ones we took last week, you know, and for it to come down here. Okay, so you need more of like a break of structure around here, and in order for it to come down, it might decide not to pull back around here. It might decide to pull a little bit more. Okay, you know, but at the end of the day, we are expecting more of the downside when it comes to the Euro USD. So that is the weekly analysis for the what? For Euro USD. We are expecting more to the downside. So I'm going to copy this. So this is this setup number what? How many setup has been? So this setup number 2 or number 3. So I'm going to put this right here. So yeah, so that is going to be it for what's it called, for Euro USD. Easy. And like I said, there's election, so be careful around that election time. Just see, because there might be a lot of volatility. Market might just be convincing, or it might be consolidating and all that. Like I said, to the election, okay, for the election, we are expecting two outcomes. Okay, if the Republican win, which Donald Trump wins, and the House and the Senate, if they all go to the Republican, we might see a strong reaction in the market. And also, if Kamala Harris wins with support of the Congress, which is Democrat, and also the Senate also has the Democrats. So whoever holds the majority of the power, the market can go in either way. Okay, so right now there's more money on Trump. There's a lot of Trump bets on the market right now for Trump to win the election. That's why you see, this currency has been GDP, or the dollar has been a little bit stronger, because they believe, like, if Trump becomes the president, based on the past election and how Trump has been able to control the economy, the economy was strong, the economy was good, and and dollar was strong when Donald Trump was the president. So they're also expecting the same. That's why you've seen a lot of more money being thrown to the upside, or to the upside for dollars. So, and there's also been edging also. That's why last week we were seeing the market was not stable. So there was a lot of edging in the market right now. For me personally, I'm in Nigeria. If I was in the United States now, I would have cared for who actually wins. If Trump wins, kudos to him, man. The man has been through a lot this past couple, years, and and yeah, kudos to him if he wins. If he wins, we might be seeing, some reaction, some good reaction in the market. And also, if Kamala Harris wins, man, proud to her sister, man. She might be the first black, president, first female black president, and yeah, if she wins, also kudos, man. So congratulations in advance to whoever wins this election. This might be one of the historical election in the United States. This might be one of the most historical election in the United States, because Trump literally went from almost being killed to almost being sent to jail, from him being attacked for the whatever that has happened in the history with Mr. Donald Trump. Yeah, and if he becomes the president, that's gonna be like, wow, and so, and we might also be seeing a lot of reaction in the market also, and we have Kamala Harris, which our parents, I think the dad is from the Jamaicans, they migrated here. I don't know her story like that, so I don't want to put fake story like that. I literally don't know her story like that, but I know she was from I think her dad is so place, and her mom is so place, and I think native Indian or name Indian. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. I don't want to put any bad information out here. So, but like I said, it's going to be a historical election, and yeah. So kudos and congratulations for whoever wins, man. If I don't know anything, I don't want to come out here and say something I don't know, and they might flag me for it. So yeah. So kudos to whoever wins, and yeah. But for we traders, we just care about the chat. Whatever happens in the chat on Tuesday, Wednesday, we can capitalize on it. If it's going up, if it's going down, you can make money on it. So you don't worry about that. We just worry about what the chat is looking like after the election and the FOMC minutes. So from that, we can capitalize. We know, okay, this is going to be the direction for the dollar or euro for the month. So once we know the direction for the month, we are just going to catch the retest, the higher highs or the higher lows, and we're just going to keep trading it from there. So you know that, okay, if this month is going to be bullish for the rest of the month, you know that all you have to do is wake up in the morning, drink your coffee or your tea, and you wake up in the morning, drink coffee and tea, and just say, you know what, I'm looking for buys. Dollar will give you 50 pips, USD will give you 20 pips. If you trade GBP USD, might give you 30-40 pips. Ratio 1 to 3. So that means if you are risking $100, you might be getting $300 or $400, man. And that's it, man. That's it, man. Like, if as a forex trader, you can capitalize on any situation. If the situation is good, you can capitalize on it. If the situation is bad, you can capitalize on it. Okay, for example, look at what happened look at what happened in United States last month, okay? And there was three things happened in the United States in last month. There was a strike, okay, workers strike. I think it was, what was the company? They had strike. There was hurricanes in the southern part of the United States. There was 2 hurricanes in the southern part of the United States. Now, if you're a forex trader, you capitalizing off of those events. So now NFP result came out this last Friday, which is yesterday, and the data for the NFP results shows that the amount of employment that was added last month was less because of people couldn't go to work and all that during those times of the hurricane. So the numbers came out negative, and I was, even if you were in my Telegram group, I said that in my Telegram group, I was like, you know what, this the data might come out low for NFP based on what happened last month, due to the hurricanes, the labor strike. There was 2 hurricanes back to back, so that might affect the numbers. And so I went to the chart and I was like, you know what, I'm looking for a weaker dollar on NFP. I'm looking for a weaker dollar, and I was able to take good buys and GBP USD buys just for a short buy, because at the end of the day, the overall trend was the overall trend of the market was in a bearish scenario. So I was able to capitalize on that. Then soon after the revision came out, the NFP revision pretty much just says that those numbers were just going to be temporary. So as soon as I know those numbers was going to be temporary, we know that okay, the market is still going to the overall direction. We started taking sales on GBP USD or Euro USD, and that was just how it goes. Okay, so if you go to the chart, it shouldn't be that hard. The only thing that makes it hard with Forex is, and I'm not going to lie to you, is your trading psychology, your emotion, fear, greed. Sometimes, you've seen your ratio 1 to 3. Can you move your entry to your break even, or can you move your stop loss to your ratio 1 to 2? That okay, but you see some people, we've seen ratio 1 to 2, ratio 1 to 3 sometimes. We're still pushing for ratio 1 to 4, 1 to 5, 1 to 6. And there are some trades that they don't just go to swings immediately. Like there are sometimes I will say, okay, this trade is going to be a swing, and it might not end up being a swing. Or maybe I'll say it's not ready to break the 4-hour zone, or it's not even ready to break the daily zone. So you might still go back, grab more liquidity in order to come and break that 4-hour zone or the daily zone. So now when it comes back to take more extra liquidity to come and break that zone, it's taking you that you are already being in ratio 1 to 3 profit. It's taking you out. So sometimes just say, you know what, I'm trying to triple my money, I'm trying to quadruple my money. If you are going for ratio 1 to 3, that's times 3 of money. If you do that 3 times a week, you're good. 3 times a week, you're good. There are some people, there are some scalpers that, I'm telling you, man, the way these guys act, like they put like 40-50 position on one, and boom, they in. And it's just that with scalping, you have to go in there a lot of times, and I'm not really into that. I'm more of like the intraday. More of an intraday and a swing, which is more relaxing, and you're more like cool and chill. You can close your eyes and leave your position because you know the overall direction, which is either the monthly, the weekly, or the daily zone. Okay, so that's for the setup that I got for those are the 3 setups. For gold, let me check gold real quick. For gold, I would be looking more of for gold, I'll be looking more of so gold shouldn't be that hard. Okay, gold shouldn't be that hard. So like we said, the weekly zone on gold is still bearish. Okay, don't let anything convince you. Okay, don't let anything convince you. I'm going to show you what you can do with gold this week. What you can do with gold this week. So these are what you can do with gold this week right here. So these are what you can do with gold right here. Okay, we can expect gold to push to this downside right here, all the way to this support right here, in order for it to go back up. Okay, so we are predicting it, because look, this is a weekly candle right here. This is a weekly candle right here, and you can see this is a weekly candle. And this weekly candle is giving you this kind of like a pin bar. You understand what I'm saying? Just know that if you are saying that, it's gold might decide to sell for some amount of time. Trust me, we are just expecting. Listen, guys, there are some things I will predict in the market, and if they act like that, I'm deciding, like, you know what, I've gotten to a stage where I've just become I've just become more of like a witch to this thing. So this is the weekly. Let me show you what I'm expecting on the weekly, and this is going to be crazy. If this goes, if this goes, then okay, let me shift this. I'll shift it all the way close. Okay, I want to show you guys something. So this is for gold. So this is for gold right here. Okay. So this is for gold right here. I'm expecting this following candle. This is a weekly candle. The next weekly candle that is coming to give me something like this on the weekly. And why am I predicting that? I am predicting an evening star to happen on gold. This is just a wild guess though. Like this is just me playing around. I'm predicting an evening star. Is it an evening star? Yeah, evening star. I think it's evening star. So I'm predicting more of an evening star for this week candle to close. Okay, so this is just for the week. This is just the next few weeks coming around. So if I predicted an evening star, do I think the gold might go down further than this? I don't know. Do I think maybe it might fall? It has to do with more fundamentals than. It has to do with more fundamentals for gold to actually go down. But I think gold should go down based on the election. Like I said, based on the election, I'm seeing gold go down, man. Like, we've had this rally for a long time. Like, we've had this rally for a long time on gold. So, you know, I think if this evening star holds, we might be seeing a downside momentum for gold. Okay, we're looking for downside momentum for gold. So that's the weekly chart. But like I said, that's more of like that's just more of like me guessing, then. But if we start seeing the election go more of a stronger dollar, after the election there's a stronger dollar, the dollar gets stronger after the election, so that means the economy is certain that the dollar is going to get stronger throughout this year and next year. and we don't have any commotion in the Middle East, and we don't have anything going out in the Middle East, or there's everything is stable, then we don't have any bad news, we might start seeing gold pushing down, because gold goes a lot with fundamentals. And if we have a strong dollar and everything looks to be going good, we might start seeing gold push down, because trust me, gold cannot just go to 3K, and everybody's trying to say gold is just going to go to 3K like that. Gold cannot just go, the market cannot just go up like that. Okay, this market has rallied. This was the last rally right here. Okay, so we can't just see this market just decide to what, to go all the way to 3K just like that. Okay, we can't just see this market just decide, oh, okay, I'm gonna go to 3K. This was the previous zone right here. So we can't just see this market, even if gold wants to go to 3K. Okay, we can't just see this market just go to 3K like that. We still need to see some what? We need to see some pullbacks. We need to see something. We need to see something like this. Okay, we need to see something like this. Then go to 3K. Okay, so I don't see anything that will just make gold go to 3K like that. So now this is the weekly. So I'm expecting gold to push down. For now, I'll be looking for sales on gold, man. I'm sorry. So I'm looking for sales on gold. When do I start actually selling gold itself? Me personally, I like to see a break of structure for me to start seeing anything that has to do with sales. So this is the daily. Once I see more of a break of this zone right here, okay, now I see a retest, then I can decide to start shorting gold. But for now, I need a setup. I need something. I need to see more, more confirmation for the what, for the sales. Okay, so I can't just decide, okay, I want to sell gold. No. I need to see more confirmation to the downside for me to see more results. For those on the 4 hour, for scalp on the 4 hour, you can take scalp based on this head and shoulder pattern right here. So for this week, for some of you that want to scalp, like I keep saying, majority of the people that trade gold majority of them, they don't swing, they scalp it. I won't say scalp, I won't disrespect them. I won't say scalp, but they're more of like the intra-day traders. Okay, the day traders, the day traders. Okay, because even the trade I took on Friday, it wasn't more of a scalp, it was more of like a day trade, 1 hour close. And yeah, so for gold this week, I'll be expecting this to happen right here. And for this week, I'll be expecting this happen for this week right here. And yeah, so that's the gold sell for this week right here. Like I said, sales based on this on this head and shoulder pattern on the 4 hour. Like I said, the 4 hour is going to be the last time frame that I do take head and shoulder. I don't like head and shoulder on the 1 hour. I don't like it. But the 4 hour, I can still decide, okay, the 4 hour head and shoulder can still hold and give me a little bit, TP, So I'll be expecting, more of that. I'll be expecting more of that around here. Look for more sales options somewhere around here. Okay, somewhere around here I can look for more sales. And if he holds, it can hold all the way down further. I don't know. The reason why I say I don't know is because I think there's a demand zone below right here, which is the weekly zone. So that will literally be where I'll be taking TP just for the meantime to see what the market will do. So anything around here is going to be a TP. So yeah, so that's almost close to ratio 1 to 3 right there. Boom, ratio 1 to 3. Okay, so that's ratio 1 to 3 right there. I'm going to copy that. So next week when I come to my live and I'm telling you guys this is what we had for gold and this is what how the result came out. You can say, okay, yeah, this guy is lying. So far so good. With my last video, we had 3 wins, 2 break even, and we never, the last trade we didn't take it just based on it just never break the 4-hour support zone. Okay, so, and it's still there, and if you end up breaking it, I'll go back to it before I end up this, before I end this trade. Okay, so that's going to be for gold. So that's going to be for gold right there. Should I do one more? Oil, I might want to check oil. There are a few people that trade oil with me, and like I said, oil, guys, oil is very, very easy right now, man. Oil is very, I don't even have to clean this. Let me just leave this the way it is right now, so you guys can see why I say oil is very, very easy. Oil is very, very easy right now, man. This is a nice trade on oil right now. Nice looking trade right now. Let me take this out so you can see what I'm saying. This is a very nice trade on oil right now. This is a very nice trade on oil. As you can see, we have the head and the shoulder to the downside. This was the last candle, which was the daily candle. As you can see, we have these zones right here, so we can literally decide to just close your eyes and wait for a little pullback on oil to take this downward. So that is going to be the trade for oil right there. Okay, why? Yeah, boom, and this is going to be your stop loss. Okay, so that's the trade for oil. We're expecting oil to go, I mean, this might be the first TP, but I might just be greedy and take it right there. So that is going to be for oil this week right here. So that's the head and shoulder pattern, and we're expecting this sell right here. So that's for oil. Yeah, so that's easy right there. Easy. It's easy. So that's for oil right there. Let me copy the link. Okay, so what else do we have? So I've analyzed Euro USD, GBP USD. Pretty much GBP USD is just the same as Euro USD, man. But I have to analyze it. If I don't analyze GBP USD, they are going, all these GBP USD guys, man, because me, I'm more of a Euro USD guy, and if I don't analyze it, they're gonna be on my neck. Like, they're gonna be on my neck. so this is GBP USD. Pretty much we are on the bearish momentum for the GBP. And if you look at the weekly, daily, just like Euro USD, we are on from the monthly down to the daily, we are bearish. Okay, so let me use another one, because right now this is where I'm at on my own. I don't want you guys to so let me use another broker for GBP USD. Let me use FXCM. I don't know why I'm advertising these guys. I'm just advertising their broker. But yeah, so for GBP USD is still bearish. Okay, bearish zone. Okay, we had it. It broke this support right here, and as you can see, it has broken this support with a long candle. It's going back in forward for a weight test. It's going back in forward for a weight test right here. Okay, it's going back in for a weight test. It might, we can see, watch out for a mini pullback, and yeah, you know, and just that's just pretty much it right there. You know, it can, depending on how the pullback is, the pullback can still come somewhere around here. Okay, but at the end of the day, it's all going down. So that's it for GBP USD. You know, watch out. I won't want to take the sell right now. Wait for a pullback and let it break a 15-minute support down to the sell side, and down to the sell for the sell direction, and you can take GBP USD. It's literally the same thing as Euro USD. Okay, so I'll just take this, record it. So, and put it in my trading. But majority of the time for this week, I'll be more on the USD. I'll be looking for buy sells on gold, and I think those are going to be my main trade for this week. It's going to be my main trade for this week. For BTC USD, I'm not really doing anything for it right now. USD CAD right now, I can't do anything for USD CAD because it's sitting. USD CAD is sitting on this zone. And if you check my last video, remember I was telling you guys this last video, I was saying for this trade, we took this trade all the way from the last trade, we took it all the way from right here. We took that last trade, we took it from right here to this zone right here. So this is what we traded last week. Okay, this is what we traded. My last video, this is literally what we traded last video. And I was able to call from right here all the way right. So anything sitting on this zone right now, I'm just chilling on USD CAD. I'm not really taking anything on it. I've been able to take close to about, how many pips was this? I've been able to call close to about how many pips was what did we predict last week? Was able to call close to about 79, close to 89 pips, close to 69 pips, close to 70 pips. Just the last week, if you watch my last week video, I said wait for the retest and they should be able to shoot you to the upside. So there are some people that are still on this trade. I took some of mine out and I closed it because of this support right here, because of this resistance right here. So yeah, so it might still keep on going. USD CAD might still keep on going, but right now I'll wait for more of a retest for it to go back to break this zone. If not, but whatever happens this week, right now I don't really have a good setup for USD CAD. The good setup for USD CAD will be more of this retest of this zone. It's going to be more of this retest of this zone right here, this 4-hour zone. If you see more of a push to the upside, we can decide to take it up here, and that will be it. But for now, I'm not going to be on USD CAD like that. For the USD JPY, same thing. I'm still waiting for next week to really see if I can buy. USD share the same also, and I think that's pretty much it for US 30 and S&P 500. I'm not really a good. I really don't trade US 30 that much, but like I said, the way my setup works, I can literally take setup on any trade, but I really need to see what is going on fundamentally with your US 30. But I know US 30, for one thing I know is with US 30, it's always buying. US 30 has been buying since forever. So I always tell my students, I'm not looking for sales when it comes to US 30. I don't even like to sell US 30. I'm always looking for buy setup right now. So right now for US 30, I'm waiting for anything buys. I'm waiting for after the election. After the election, I might decide, okay, you know what, maybe the buys is going to start coming in. But for now, I'm just going to be chilling for US 30. So that's pretty much all of my analysis. I've been able to analyze the dollar, the USD, the BTC, gold, US oil, and we've been able to know the direction for where we are going to. Just know that this week we are having the FOMC, we are having the election, and we're having the Fed, we're having the rate cut by the pound. So whatever happens, just stick to your plan, man. Just stick to your plan. Whatever plan you have, whatever strategy it is, stick to it. Be patient. Patience also has to do with a lot of things when it comes to trading. Be patient. Either be patient for the market to hit your TP, or if it's not going in your direction, wait for it to hit your stop loss. And yeah, and for some of you that don't use stop loss, just whatever you do, just be patient. Make sure you are using your strategy. Your strategy. If your strategy is giving you 50 to 70% win with a good risk management, you can never lose when it comes to Forex. And make sure you have your psychology, your emotion, your fear, your anger. Make sure everything is right in place. And also, man, just pray, believe, have faith in God that at the end of the day, everything is going to be good. If you are struggling right now, know that it's only going to be a phase, man. Whatever it is in life, it's just only one phase. You can't be in that position forever. You have to put in more work, and you know that with time goes on, the more you know, the more it's going to help you with your belief, with your faith in yourself, and also your maker, whatever you believe in. Just put in more work, and I'm telling you, man, it's going to pay off at the end of the day. So I'm wishing you guys a very, very happy, Sunday. I'm wishing you guys a blessed week. Like I said, I hope this week, I'm praying this week is going to be blessed for everyone that is watching this video. And yeah, so please subscribe to this channel right here. Like I said, I'm new to this YouTube. Like I said, I'm old school. I'm new to this YouTube. I'm still trying to figure out more settings to it, and when it comes to uploading and all that, making the videos better. But as time goes on, I'm going to be making the videos better. I'm going to be knowing how to do this video cuts and all that, and making the videos way better for you guys. But for now, as long as you can see my analysis and you know what the hell I'm talking about, let's go. And for some of you that are new when it comes to this to Forex, patience. As you can see the way I'm analyzing it, patient. When it comes to Forex, know how to analyze with fundamentals is going to take you to a very far place. Patience, know how to analyze. If you are going to be watching more YouTube videos on seeing how they do it, and just with patience, with time, you're going to start seeing, you are going to start improving. Your eyes is going to be seeing what the market is doing. And yeah, and so yeah, thank you guys for watching this video, and yeah, peace out. Have a nice one.